Hey everybody, Chris here. Despite a little downturn in the markets this morning, Dogecoin is still poised for a rebound. We're going to talk about that in this video. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel, hit that little notification bell too. You can be notified when my new videos come out, as well as when I do live streams. And we did cover yesterday the House of Doge making a big splash with the Indy 500. That's right, there's going to be a Dogecoin wrapped Indy 500 car. We're going to cover that a little later in this video as well. Things continue to grow for Dogecoin. Adoption, acceptance, they're slowly growing. I know some of you guys just want a big pump, but that's not how Dogecoin is really working this cycle. Yeah, we had the presidential election on November 5th and 6th and through November, big price gain in Doge. It's lost a lot of those gains though, because again, when you have a meme coin like that that goes on those big runs very, very fast, it tends to lose at least half of its value. And that's what we saw for Doge. But now, as we have this building adoption growing for Dogecoin, we can see the price begin to escalate again. So let's get into it. Let me show you the news and the charts. I'll show you what I'm looking at. We start here looking at the current Dogecoin chart. Yeah, we're about 17.2 cents now. We did have a nice run yesterday as Dogecoin went from 16.7 all the way up to 17.7. Yes, gained a whole penny throughout the day. There was some good trading following the Fed meeting, the FOMC meeting on Wednesday. However, a lot of those gains are being taken back away. And of course, that is also being led by Bitcoin. And again, this is still the markets, right? Markets will move together, and we have a lot of red in the market this morning based on this pullback early this morning in Bitcoin. And of course, alts fall at a little higher percentage. A lot of trading yesterday. Again, leverage was taken out both on the short and then the long. And we saw that yesterday during and following the Fed meeting. There was a lot of optimism last night as crypto was moving up. There was some profit taking going on as well, and we see that. That is trading. That happens. But this morning we are looking at I'm recording this before the stock market is open, but the futures are negative. S&P 500 down, NASDAQ all in the red. Trump starts to turn up pressure on the Fed. Trump suggesting the Fed would be much better off lowering interest rates as the tariffs are set to take hold in the economy. So again, this is that uncertainty, right? This is the U in FUD, fear, uncertainty, doubt. Well, this is all the uncertainty. Markets do not like that. They do not like uncertainty. And I think a lot of investors are also looking at that statement that Powell made yesterday, that tariffs may delay inflation progress. And if there is if inflation is still kind of a bug, right? And we see gas prices coming down, right? And we see egg prices coming down. But overall, there is still year-over-year inflation, still kind of high. Some things are coming down, but there is fear of stagflation, and that would mean the economy not growing, with raising unemployment and inflation would be stagflation. That would be really bad. That is one of the things that is being talked about, particularly its impact on the housing market. Still, housing is unaffordable for many, and that makes it tough for people to get into houses. So we'll be watching that as we go forward. Overall, Gel is saying, look, decision time for the stock market today. A reject from the 200-day EMA, turn everything into resistance or push through and go for a reclaim. So right now, the stock market's been on this big boom, right? And this is S&P 500 is up, but we could see this drop, and that drop that we've been seeing over the past couple months is kind of an overbought position here in the stocks. And sitting right there at the 200-day EMA, are we going to see this move up above, or is it going to be rejected and come back lower? That's basically what the chart's looking at. Ali's looking at Dogecoin saying, look, Dogecoin, could we break out? We have this inverted wedge here, and we'll see on this form whether Doge can can get out of this wedge, but right now it's kind of floating in the middle here. We'll see how that plays out. We've had these falling wedges before, though. When we looked yesterday at a chart that showed during a bear market, you see wedges coming up, which are short-term rebounds that then fall back down as prices go lower and lower in a bear market. The opposite happens in a bull market, where you have a big run up, and then you kind of bounce around falling down a little before the next move up. We saw that in 2024, and here we are in 2025. Is this going to be the same thing? We can have that same move happening. This is on a Bitcoin chart, but very similar to most alts, as well as, of course, as we've been seeing alts, again, fall a lot harder on these falling wedges. So, again, falling wedges, we have a number of them that have been happening during this bull market. You go all the way back to the end of 2022, sort of that last big dump that we had right here. That was FTX collapse right there, where Bitcoin has gone on these big runs. It goes on a run of 90%, there's a falling wedge. 86%, there's a falling wedge. 75%, a falling wedge. 82%, a falling wedge. Are we ready for that next move up? Trader Allen says we could see Bitcoin make a move up to $150,000 on this next move if the pattern continues. Dogecoin right now is up to neutral this morning, so that is good based on yesterday's trading. I'm guessing later today this is probably going to come out and be back in fear just because we have a negative day happening today. But again, today's just short term in a much larger overall picture of what's happening. And Allen continues, a 4-hour chart on Doge showing a breakout from a symmetrical triangle. We could have that coming out of this triangle and come back, retest, and then move higher. That retest is happening now. We'll see. We'll check this on this afternoon's live stream and see where we are in this pattern and whether that retest as support was successful and the price has moved higher. Again, we do have daily live streams, so come in and join, always in the afternoons, East Coast time here in Boston, where I am in the United States. Join from wherever you are, though, because we do get caught up on the day's trading, both in stocks and crypto, and concentrate on Dogecoin and the Dogecoin news as well. Coin Bureau says, big thing today happening. President Trump is going to speak at the Digital Asset Summit today. This is going to be this morning, so we will follow up later. There'll probably be some other YouTube channels that are going to cover this live, if it is indeed a live thing. I'm guessing it will be. But we'll follow up with the trading after this afternoon. I'm not expecting Trump to say anything new or different. Of course, Michael Saylor is going to be there and a bunch of others, all going to be about Bitcoin. But we're still talking not only the Bitcoin strategic reserve, but also the stockpile, the digital stockpile that includes other cryptos. We haven't heard which ones those will be yet. And is Trump going to say anything about tax cuts? And will there be some kind of hint about tax cuts coming forward? We all wait for that. The big news yesterday, of course, is that Dogecoin will appear in the Indianapolis 500. And that was big news yesterday, and you can still vote on which car design. And we covered this yesterday in detail. So here is the website here for Dogecoin sponsoring the Devlin DeFrancesco number 30 car, Dogecoin Honda, at the Indy 500 this year. So I guess we're all going to watch the Indy 500, right? So here's the 3 different wraps, and you can vote here. You have to have an X account because it does link to X. Make sure you only get 1 vote there. And again, on my X account at ChrisPax, you got to follow me there. I keep up to date on what is going on when I'm not here making videos or live streams. I keep up to date on X. But I do have a direct link here on the post I made yesterday to this Dogecoin site to check it out and see what all of the detail is here. The one thing great about Devlin, though, is He is a Dogecoin holder. He's not just an IndyCar driver, but he's been holding Dogecoin since 2020. He loves it, hodls it, talks about it, and he's actually going to get paid in Dogecoin as well. We covered that yesterday as well. That's pretty cool. So Devlin's into it. We're going to have some fun with that as well. Hope he does well in the race as well. Overall, Dogecoin, the wallets holding 1 million Doge is increasing. That's right. Doge millionaire wallets. They say millionaire because, well, that's if Doge goes to $1, right? Then if you hold 1 million Dogecoin, you would be a millionaire. Dogecoin millionaire, right? But Dogecoin is flashing bullish signals despite the broader market retrace. Again, this is a whole market thing. I know some of you guys saying, oh, Doge is dropping. It's like, guys, it's the whole market. The whole market. That's how markets move, right? They respond to these big events. Markets move together, but we do see individual cryptos go on their own runs when there are good news, and we're expecting that for Dogecoin, but not quite yet. The Dogecoin Millionaire Club finally making big moves again. Doge bulls are aiming for a sharp rebound. Are we going to see $1 Dogecoin again? I think this is a little bit premature to be talking about that. We got a ways to go, but it's always good to have a target, right? So Dogecoin, along with many other meme coins and altcoins in the market, has faced a 2-month crypto-wide retrace. More like 3 months, I think. But large holders seem to be taking advantage of the price dip. According to reports from market intelligence platform Sentiment, the number of wallet addresses holding at least 1 million Doge has steadily increased, suggesting that whales are accumulating rather than selling. And we've looked at the sentiment chart for a couple days and sort of, there's a lot of things coming out of this, but again, signaling a potential turning point once the crypto market stabilize for Doge. Big wallets are buying Dogecoin. That's right. The number of wallets holding at least 1 million Doge is increasing, and maybe some of you guys too have 1 million Doge. That's a good target, right, to shoot for, to have 1 million Dogecoin. I know not for everybody, though, based on your own financial situation, right? Whatever Doge you have is great. We talk about this in the live stream as well. People ask, is this enough Doge? And it's like, again, it's a meme coin, right? It's cryptocurrency. There is always a risk, so only invest what you are willing to risk in this. But the strong rebound could be set for Dogecoin. Let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think? We are starting to see maybe a little stabilization and recovery this morning. Maybe this pre-market dip that we had here following, the red in the pre-market stocks. With crypto following that, maybe that's rebounding. We'll probably see a little bit of spicy action here at 9:30 this morning when stocks open, but we could begin to rebound again. So let me know what you think. Give the video a like if you haven't already. Please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.